Yay! Okay, so this is Justine, and she's the trail running chair, and we're gonna talk to her a little bit about how trail running works in the club.
So trail running is really easy to be a part of. That's kind of the goal of it, is to be like something that when you're on campus and you just want to let loose in the outdoors a little bit, you have an easy way to do that and to get outside. So to be a part of trail running, all you have to do is sign up for the events on the Hoofer's calendar. You can also, like, if you're particularly interested, please reach out to me personally, either through like my Hooper's email or just through my Whisk email. And we can like
Yeah, we'll
link
put
those.
that in the video too. Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
And yeah, like she said, all you
Sweet.
have to do is sign up on Rec Hub. And how have you been like handling like just like the COVID precautions? Are we doing like masked running and like trying to maintain a little bit of distance and stuff like that?
Yeah. I'm a fan of using all the precautions.
Mm-hmm.
So I would do like a run with a mask on probably if we're gonna be running together.
Mm-hmm.
Just because I want to make sure that everybody's comfort level feels respected, and like
For sure.
sometimes it can be hard to voice that. So
Yeah.
I think I'm just gonna like set the standard that that's kind of what it is.
Mm-hmm.
And it gets a little stuffy when you're breathing with the mask on, but you get used to
Yeah,
it.
especially right now,
um,
honestly, when I've been running outside, it's nice because it's so cold already that like it's kind of like
yeah,
it's warm. Yeah,
yeah,
it's
little windshield. Yeah.
cool. Okay, cool. So what have you been doing right now just to like get outside locally or otherwise right now during this time of year?
Yeah, I've been running. I I haven't been going on any like I haven't been driving anywhere to trails because there's so many great trails in the neighborhood.
For sure.
I love just going down like the commuter path.
Mm-hmm.
Either way, those are super fun to go down. Otherwise, going through the arboretum, going by Picnic Point,
Mm-hmm.
and you can keep going along the lake there, or you can go around Monroe. So basically, yeah, I've been running and biking and rollerblading those same
Even
exact
rollerblading?
paths
That's so
depending on
awesome.
the mood. So
That's
yeah.
fun. Cool. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I mean, the past ones that you've done this year, I think you've done a couple. You're just going by Lakeshore, probably, right?
Yeah. For the ones that we're gonna do through Hoofers, they'll probably mainly be through or starting at Memorial Union, just because normally we'd all carpool and drive somewhere, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna have like the meeting point be
Yeah.
far away unless
Yeah.
it's like a special one where we want to like do the arboretum or something like
Mm-hmm.
that. And especially if people have feedback and they'd be down
Yeah.
to bike
Yeah.
somewhere and meet up, like let me know if that's something that you're interested in, because
Yeah.
I would definitely be
Totally. That would be a
down to do
fun
that too.
thing to plan. I remember last year, I think we went on a trail run together where we were in the Arboretum and we went through that scary tunnel that like goes underneath the
Yeah.
highway.
That's terrifying. It's so long and dark that you like just can't
There's no
sense
way to run through it
anything.
either. We're all
Yeah.
just like single file. Yeah.
I was very happy we were in a group when we were going. I would not want to be alone on a run, like
Yeah.
running through that tunnel.
No, we should definitely figure out a way to get people over to the Arboretum because I think that would be a fun like combo bike ride, short run type of thing. That'd be cool.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, cool. Well, thanks for sitting down with me, Justine. And like she said, we're
Yeah.
gonna link her email down below, and then you guys can just sign up for any trail running events through Rec Hub. Yay!
Yeah, and one more thing to
Mm-hmm.
look forward to is that pretty soon here, I think that we're gonna have like a way to be a trail running leader that will also be pretty easy, and then you'll be able, if you're interested in that, we'll have the process like ready to go pretty soon. But basically, you'll just reach out to me and go on a couple trail runs, and then you'll be able to host your own runs and
Oh,
kind of
cool.
go with people where you'd like to go. So
Yeah.
that's coming in the future.
Oh,
So stay
awesome.
tuned for that.
That'll be good.
Spread the leadership a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah.
Cool. Awesome. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Cool. Alrighty. So we're just gonna sit down with everyone, a few people from the exec board, and talk about our favorite gear or things that we're doing outside right now. Alec, do you want to start?
Yeah, so I'm Alec. I am the president of the Avian Club this year. And I selected two pieces of gear that are kind of my favorite to use right now. And so one of them is my giant thermos. I don't remember how large it is, but they're 36 ounces. I mean, one obvious uses of a thermos this time of year are drinking warm things out of it. But the thing I use it the most for is when paddling in cold water right now, your feet get really cold. And so I fill this with boiling water at the beginning of the day and then just like periodically pour warm water into my boots. And we'll always have warm toes, and it's amazing. I started doing that the end of last year, and from there on out, I just can't bring myself to just not have warm feet, and it is amazing. It's the equivalent of warm socks when hiking.
Cool. Where have you been going paddling lately?
Within the last month, only in my mind, but I was doing a lot more of Lake Superior paddling this summer, and I was able to go up there about a month, 3 weeks ago, for a weekend and do some more paddling up there, and it was very cold. Lake Superior is the warmest it's ever been, but this time of year it is still very, very cold. And then kind of tagging along off that to my second piece of gear, this is also kind of a relic of doing a bunch of kayak camping up there this summer. We would always cook over campfires instead of camp stoves. And one thing I learned is that when it's cold out, I hate futzing around with matches or, flint and steel to get my fire going. So I replaced matches with just a tiny little stove that I essentially use as a blowtorch to start all my campfires. And my fingers are always cold, so.
Cool. Thanks for sharing. Who wants to go next? Val, you want to go?
Sure.
Cool.
Hi, I'm Valerie. I'm the co-social chair of the Outing Club. And something that I think is really fun to do right now, you don't really have to go anywhere to do it, is hammocking. But it's kind of cold outside, so my two things are my hammock, and the straps, and then my sleeping bag. And so you find a nice spot, you set up your hammock, and then get inside your sleeping bag, and it's just a really cozy, relaxing way to be outside.
A little cocoon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Have you just been going to Picnic Point area and stuff like that, or the Arboretum?
Yeah, I usually just go on a nice walk, and then I find somewhere that I want to set up for a little while, anywhere by the lake if there's some good trees, or in the Arboretum. Yeah.
Sweet. I feel like yours is a little similar, Forrest. Do you want to share yours?
Yeah, I was going to say mine is also a cozy item. I'm Forrest. I'm the co-gear chair for Outing Club this semester. And I have this cool down blanket that I found. It gets super tiny, and it weighs nothing, but it's enormous. And it's great if you're wrapping it around yourself in your hammock or in your tent. Yeah, it definitely makes it feel more like a cozy bed than that mummy sleeping bag you might have. And I also love that because sometimes I use it when I'm just studying because it's so warm and cozy. So yeah. And then my other item is I'm a big skier, as well as a camper. So I got these cool, deer skin gloves. A lot of people call them choppers, and they are great because when you're skiing, you can go up the tow rope with them without shredding your gloves, and so you get more runs in. But they're also awesome for camping, especially on cold mornings when you're trying to cook and do all this stuff, but your hands are freezing. I love those gloves, and I've never had anything that's even close to as warm as them. So they're really good for the fall and winter camping.
Cool. Caroline?
Yes. Well, I'm going to bring it back to paddling, but I do have another hand protection. So this item is a neoprene pocket called a Pogie, Pogie. And they're made for paddling in colder weather or especially if the water is cold as well as the wind. And it grips around the shaft of a paddle, and then you can reach your hand in and hold onto the paddle. Get that in the frame. So you get a pair of them, and you use these for paddling in cold weather. So they are amazing, and I find them much warmer than gloves.
That's super cool. I've never seen those before, but like you said earlier, I've seen them for biking, and I don't have those for biking, but my hands have been so cold recently when I'm biking around, so I've been wearing just normal gloves, but those are super cool.
Yes. Yeah, there's a similar product that just attaches to the bike handle, and you can pull your hand out to do whatever you need to do, and then slide your hand back in.
Awesome.
Forrest, do you have your socks around?
I do. I'm a huge sock guy, so I love my camping socks, and especially for like fall and winter camping, they're just invaluable. So I have some cool, fun patterns too on some of them.
Cool.
The really nice wool ones get kind of pricey, but the nice thing is that a bunch of companies, I know like Darn Tough at least, but I think other places too, will have like lifetime warranties on them, so that they last for like 10 years. It's ridiculous. So
yeah.
And Alec and I went winter camping one time, and I think I put on like 3 pairs of socks, and it saved my toes. I would highly recommend bringing extra socks too if you're going camping and it's getting near freezing or below freezing.
Yeah, I love socks, and I got to the point where I think probably 4 years ago, I started almost exclusively asking for socks for like birthdays and things. And now I've got like an entire like thing of Darn Tough and Smart Wolves, and they all have lifetime warranties, and I've sent like half of them back already and got them like replaced for free.
Yeah.
And it's worth like starting to accumulate some good socks for the fall and winter.
For sure. Yeah, they have good warranties. Definitely a good investment. I can do my gear, I just realized. Something I have been using a lot, which is pretty obvious, is just my running shoes. Just because I feel like it's my favorite way to get out right now is to just run by the lake or in the Arboretum. Especially when the fall colors were super good. But another thing similar to Alec is this humongous service. It's really great for bringing camping, not backpacking, obviously. But especially when you're like going on a hike with friends, it's cool to bring like hot cocoa or cider or something and then have that at the end. So that's always fun right now.
But
show it again. I'm recording.
Yeah, this is my adventure hat.
Sweet.
It's really awesome. It protects you from the sun all around.
Nice.
And it's just like improve the mood. You can also put a bug net over it.
Whoa.
If you're outside, and escaping the bugs. And it's just fun and makes other people laugh.
What's the pattern? Is it camo? I can't tell.
I actually think that these are cattails on it.
Cool. I like it.
Yeah.
Fun. Okay. Well, I will let us leave. Okay, thanks again, guys. Talk to you soon.
Thank you.